I'm always looking for something to compete with Slack, and I may have found it with Flock. So in this video, I'm going to set up a new account and walk through the interface. And while it took me a little bit of time to figure things out, at the end, I do believe I found a pretty good Slack competitor. So stay tuned for this one. Hey, this is David with Tech Smart Boss here with another video. And today I'm going to look at this product called Flock. Flock.com, pretty easy to find. And, I'm a big Slack proponent. Everything we do in Tech Smart Boss is wrapped around Slack. I love it. I love the integration. But I will say that, I don't know, I have a tendency that when companies get too big and they become the dominant leader, I'm always looking at the underdog and seeing if there's somebody else coming up a little bit better than Slack. I have not. I've looked at a lot of products and I have not found anything better than Slack. I'm looking at Flock today, and it seems to be comparable to Slack with some other things like some productivity tools and polls and different sorts of methods, but it has app integrations, only 50. That's one of the big things with Slack is they have so many integrations, but they don't mention Zapier. But if they have Zapier, I'm going to be happy. I do see they have IFTT here in their graphic, but they seem to be doing video calls. They, of course, have the conversations, and they also have a couple other pretty cool things like Flock Mail, which maybe we'll see a little bit of this, but it looks like it's going to tie in some of the customer support or unified mailbox tools that we've looked at in the past into a Slack-like application. And as you expect, they have slightly better pricing than Slack as well. The pricing kind of mirrors in terms of searchable messages. They limit you to public channels on the free, whereas when you start to pay, you get unlimited searchable messages and that. One thing I do not see on their website is talking about guest users, which on Slack you don't have to pay for. So maybe we'll see a little bit of that as we get into it. Hey, I'm gonna try it. Let's start a free 30-day trial and take a look at Flock and how it works on the inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in my TechSmart Boss email address here and create a team. And I could sign in with Google. That was one of the things they said that they give you for free is the Google sign in. I'm going to go ahead and do a verification code. I don't feel like going through Google at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and pause this, go to my email, and pick that up. 1 second. All right, let's put that in 096349. I'm hoping I can remember that. Yes. All right, now let's create my team. TechSmart Boss. Or I could join an existing. I'm going to agree to their terms. And, they have a web and a desktop and a mobile. I'm going to try to stick, we'll see if it makes me download the Mac client here. I'm going to try to stick to the web for this video. I'm going to give them some demographic information on me. I'm going to set up my profile here, it looks like. And I'm going to be the manager on my team. And I'm going to set a password. And let's see if it has any restrictions. I'm going to put a pretty basic password. All right, cool. Now I can invite my team by import. Again, here's that Google integration. They talk about that tight Google integration with G Suite. I'm not going to do any invites at the moment, but I can already see that I have a URL here, techsmartboss.flock.com, that I could copy. I'm going to go ahead and say done. And now I can start to build my chat channels. Now, I talk about a strategy in the podcast on using public and private, and they give you some ideas here. I'm going to just say departmental function because that's how I like to organize it. It looks like it wants me to make it the first couple channels, but you know what? I'll make one like this, but I'm going to come back and try to make one without it. I'm going to call it development. And next, and I can send a little message there. I'll do it just for this video purposes, but that should, I would imagine, create me a channel that's in that message. All right, this is nice. Putting in my phone number, I can get a 15-minute demo. That's a nice touch. I'm going to close that down for now. All right, I'm on board. Now, one of the things, I'm going to go ahead and allow the desktop notifications on this. I'm using Firefox. Now, one of the things I liked on their website was their interface looked attractive. Um, Honestly, now that I'm in the product, it's a little bit busy. I'm seeing a lot of stuff that my eyes are not kind of gravitating to one part of the screen, so I'm not quite sure what to do here other than play this video, which I would normally. But let's see what we can figure out. I'm on my trial, which is nice. Where is that channel? Okay, I'm in that channel we just created. So that's the channel. I think I do have to get that let's do this to get out of here. All right, so it's gonna take me. It says get to flocking. That's you could say that wrong in so many ways. Begin by clicking on the start chat. All right, let's do what they say here. I don't see how I can exit out of here. Invite colleagues. I don't want to right now. Send your first message. Okay, I will. Hello. And there it is. And then hop on a video call. All right. A channel for every discussion. And we understand that concept. All right, now we're in there. So I've got chat here. The chats are not channels though. So looks like I've got let's see. Let's see what we got here. Text Smart Boss. I guess I'm in I guess chats might be channels in this. So that's we'll play around a little bit more. Let's see what we got going here. That's what I'm saying. I'm a little scattered. All right, so this is my profile where I can set my do not disturb and get into all my team management and things like that. I recognize that from very much like a Slack, and I've got the ability to invite members to my team. I've got pinned chats here where people. This is kind of like my private chat space, and it says personal space. So I can send messages to myself. Make a better video next time. Let's put that in there. And, now I'm sure I can use some syntaxes to do some things there. I guess what I'm confused about here are these open chats being called chats and not channels, and how I actually get into my channel that I had created. So that's what's strange. So let's look over here and see what I got going on. Maybe it's in this. Directory should be my use. So this is going to open up a panel like that. I've got files that I can have associated in the chats. My to-dos, notes, I can hook up into Google Drive. I've got favorites that I can star and message, keep track of things. There's a Flock assistant that's going to help me do some things there. Reminders, so if I do make myself reminders, I can hop in there. And then there's some process automation. Again, that's where I was saying this looks like Slack with some steroids in terms of some process automation. So let's see if I start a new process. It tried to pop up a window. Let's go ahead and open up that. So let's create a new process. Let's just say we want to do a document collection. I'm going to import one of their out of who can run this process. Everybody can. And I'll save it and I'll publish it. I'm going really fast on this, but you can kind of see they got a little bit of a workflow here. I got to fill in some fields. It's assigned to the process starter. Save changes there, and HR validations, assign it to the process starters manager. And I've got a form there, and publish a process. And, I didn't go through that exactly correct, but that was pretty simple. And now I've got a process there. That's pretty cool. And then over here, it was doing some stuff. It said, look at that, I got a process automation bot now telling me I did that. So that's some power there that I can dig into. Let's go ahead and close this panel. Close, look at our app store. Here are the apps. Let's just do a quick look and see if Zapier. I'd be amazed if yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah. I'll be amazed if Zapier wasn't there. So I'm happy. But then they got a lot of other stuff. They haven't lost me yet. Bitbucket is important for me. It's got that and Zapier. They got Visual Studio is important to me. I told you we're doing development stuff here. They got a good list. This is not bad. A lot of Tech Smart Boss apps here. So you can do some cool stuff there. I want to get back to here though because I'm still Tech Smart Boss. Where is my develop? Oh, there it is. So I guess these are your channels, but they're called chats, open chats. So these are your, okay, here it is. I started this channel. So this is it. All right. So it just took me a little while. The chat thing is throwing me off. It's just a weird name to call it when it's a channel, but I guess they're trying to be different than Zapier. Than Slack. Now, this was created as a public one. I want to see if I can change this to private. And let's see if we can edit this. Yeah, there we go, private. All right, so I'm happy. I got private channels and they're easy to do it. And I can say only I can add people to this channel. And now I've got a private development channel that I can do pretty much everything that I can do in Slack. And I can even start to connect apps into channels and go back through that with me. So I'm happy. Now let's see, how do I create a brand new one from scratch here? Let's see what we can do here. And this is where, again, the interface is lacking some. Add a new team. I'm just not seeing it, guys. Let's go into recent chats, frequent that. These are all my channels, but I am completely just missing how I add in a new. I guess, is it here? Testing. This is so let's make a new one. It's called sales channel. Not send invites. That's not it. That's how you start a chat. Aha! Found it, guys. Okay, I found it. So here, not very intuitive, but here is where I can create a channel or invite team members or start a chat. All right, they got it all right there. So I can create a new channel. There it is. Any topic I want, private channel or public channel, and name it, whatever I want, and then I can add my integrations into it. And let's go ahead and do that. And then I look at that. Now I can bring some tools in. Pretty cool. All right, now that I've figured that out, I see that this has more of the power of any of the Slack competitors that I've checked out. Just a little bit of strangeness in the UI and the user experience, but once you get it, I think you got it. So now, hopefully this gives you an idea. I don't want to keep this video going on forever, but hopefully this gives you an idea of what Flock is. Personally, I like it. I mean, I had a little hesitation at first, but this is the most complete Slack competitor that I've seen, which means that I am going to spend more time working in here because the price is better. And the only question I do have to find out is on guest users and guest accounts. Let's do something. Let's see if we go to their help. This is actually I don't want to pop their chat or anything like that. I want to see if they have, let's see if I can just go quickly to their help center and just type in guest. See if I can get that question answered right here on the video. Invite, manage guest accounts. There we go. So we do have the concept of guest accounts. And it says by default, however, so does it give me any limits or restrictions? I can upgrade a guest to a team member. So it does not necessarily tell me right off, it's not popping off screen, how many guest accounts I can have per paid member. But I do see the guest capability, so I'm happy about that as well. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. Check out Flock. I like it. I'm going to spend some more time in it. I might do some follow-up videos a little bit later as I get a little bit more familiar with it. But you know how I do. I just hop in, and I'm going to tell you about the software as I go through it. We're going to learn together. If you do have any questions about Flock, don't ask me, ask them. But if you do want me to do some other videos, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Flock or any of the other videos. And subscribe to our YouTube channel because we do these quite often. And check out our website, techsmartboss.com, for more of the things we do. Stay tuned for the next video.